Hey guys, it's Marielle. I'm here going to be answering some questions. The first question I got was boxers or briefs, and the answer is boxer briefs, of course, because they have the supportive briefs with the comfort of boxers. Biggest passion, that would have to be Tiro. I'm like really obsessed with Tiro. For me, I feel like everything relates to tarot. Tarot is my little personal handbook on any situation that I could possibly in and like advice for that situation. My favorite tarot deck is Shadowscapes. I'm going to show you a picture right now so you can have some information about it. This is the Hermit card. This is my favorite card in the whole deck of all time. As you know, like we're all introverts here basically, so the Hermit, biggest introvert of all time. This card is about like going into yourself and like finding your own happiness through like your own path, not through any external forces, only through like inside in yourself, like making peace with yourself, finding your own passion, finding your own creativity, and following like your own path. And we'll all have different paths, like nobody's journey is the same. So I really relate to this card a lot because I feel like, it's me. Another card I really like is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is kind of a sad card. It's about like heartbreak and sorrow and loss. But it's also like a good thing because it's showing you, you can always overcome that sorrow and loss. You're going to feel it. It's a part of life. But there's beauty in it. You see, like, it's a swan. And it's a beautiful card, even though it's tragic. And that's how, like, tarot is. Also, like, every card, there's 78 cards in the deck. Every card is different. Every card has a different meaning. And I got into tarot because I actually got a tarot reading from these gypsy girls that used to come to my work. And it was so, like, on spot, like, amazing. I wanted to, like, learn it for myself. So I started studying tarot basically like a class. I have like so many tarot books. I'll show you some. This is a big book of tarot spreads. This is another book around the world, around the tarot in 78 days because there's 78 cards. It's like a workbook. Every day has like different things to do, kind of like homework. So tarot is definitely like my biggest passion. And where would I be in all the places of the world, or where would I like to be? Probably somewhere in Europe. I've never been there. I really like Spain and Rome, Amsterdam. Pretty much like I've never been outside of the country at all. I don't even have a passport. So anywhere that's out of USA would probably be cool. What scares me? Well, my biggest fear is probably being alone. I'm sure like a lot of you guys can relate to that fear as well. I'm like always afraid that I'll end up alone, like I'm unlovable, I'm unworthy. Even though like I know it's not true, I still have those fears. Another big fear is death because I like to think, I'm very like open-minded, but I really don't know what happens after you die. So that's a big like fear of the unknown. That definitely is a big fear of mine. I mean, I feel like I'm 28 right now. I just passed the curse of the 27s, so I'll probably be good to go for a while. So that's not like something really on my mind right now. Math or English? English, definitely. I don't even understand math. I count on my fingers, literally. I'm a waitress, and sometimes people wouldn't write the tip amount in, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I have to figure this out. You have to get a calculator out. And yeah, it's not, I don't know math like at all. English, like I can write papers all day. I actually used to have a paper writing business back when I was in college, and I would like write papers for my friends for like $50 for an A. So yeah, papers is like, I like English. Even though I can't really talk right now, it's still cool. My favorite band, I have a lot of favorite bands, but one of my all-time favorite bands is Fleetwood Mac because I just love Stevie Nicks. Like, I feel like I relate to her so well. Like, the way she wrote songs, like, just like her whole style, like she's so enchanting. Like a big song that I love by her is Rhiannon, and it's just like about like a gypsy soul basically, and I feel like very in touch with that song. Like it's like relatable to my life. And some other songs that mean a lot to me as well are Marina and the Diamonds, like Starring Role is a big one, Lies, because she deals with a lot of relationship issues, and I have a lot of relationship issues, and it's just like very relatable to me. Also, Fiona Apple is someone I relate to a lot. Like her songs, Never Is a Promise, Criminal, that's not really one that I relate to that much, but just an example. And she's also an INFP, I believe, and I feel like that's why, like, I really can relate to her lyrics. Like, she's serious, and you really, like, feel where she's coming from, and, like, I can really, I feel it in the heart. Like, I have a lot of, like, relationship problems all the time, so pretty much anyone that has relationship songs is something I can definitely relate to. The most beautiful thing I know is nature. Like, I think nature itself is just so amazing. Like, the sun, trees, flowers, stars, the moon. Like, it's all so beautiful, and it's just, like, natural beauty, and I think that's just amazing. And favorite movie? I have a lot of favorite movies, too. I love, like, a lot of 80s movies, like The Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I just think they're like, I like funny movies from the 80s, you know, kind of like they were serious, but it was like funny too. I like horror movies too, or like not really horror, but like thriller, like Shutter Island, just like psychological thrillers. Seven was a really good movie, Memento, A Clockwork Orange, just like weird movies. And pretty much anything. I like romantic comedies too as well. I love like animation, kids movies, Frozen, Brave, Inside Out, Up. All the Pixar movies are awesome. I'm really excited for Finding Dory. 'Cause Finding Nemo was like my favorite for a long time. Are you a vampire? I might be a vampire actually. Yeah, probably. Or a mermaid or a fairy. What word traps you? I was thinking about this a lot actually, and the word is crazy or sensitive, because I feel like I get called crazy all the time, or I get told, oh, you're sensitive. Like, yes, I am sensitive, but it doesn't mean I'm crazy. Just because like you have feelings doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Like, people try to say, oh, like you shouldn't feel. Like, no, I feel everything, and I'm not gonna like hide it. But I do feel like people say, oh, yeah, you're just a crazy girl. Oh, she's being a baby. Like, when girls cry, like, people think that's weak. I don't think that at all. But I do feel like I get trapped inside that whole, like, you're sensitive, you're crazy. Fuck you, bitch. That's how I feel about that shit. Favorite cupcake? I love sweets. I love cupcakes. I love, like, red velvet cupcakes with the cream cheese icing. I'm really hungry now. Favorite color and why? I would have to say my favorite color is purple, because I think it's very mysterious and regal, and it's kind of like me, you know, I'm like mysterious and regal. Not really, but kind of. I like black too, because it's, you know, slimming. It's like my soul. I think it's like a very deep color. I like nighttime, darkness. My favorite alcoholic drink, I love to drink vodka. I like vodka and Red Bull, vodka and cranberry, anything vodka based, like cherry vodka and lemonade is really, really good. And I love cheap wine, like those box wines, like jug wines are in a box, like I'm getting down. Like, I don't even care, you know. People be like, oh, you're so ghetto. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's awesome. And it's gonna get me, like, wasted. I don't care. Yeah, the next day I'm hungover and I really hate it, and I'm always like, I'm never drinking again, but I still drink again. And Okay, books that have influenced me. I've read a lot of books, like, like what the books you have to read in high school. I actually enjoyed a lot of them, like The Scarlet Letter, The Outsiders, Catcher in the Rye. Actually, really like impacted me deeply. Like when you're a teen angst, like those books were really helpful. And actually, there's another book I have. I'm reading right now, actually. It's called Sacred Poetry and Mystical Messages. And this book is really awesome. It's got like awesome shit poetry, like, and it's kind of like new agey, like spiritual. So it's got a lot of that kind of stuff in it, which I'm really into. I love the universe, and I feel like you have to respect it. So it's a really good book. And quirk or obsession, probably it's tarot is like my biggest obsession and little quirk. I already talked about that. And then the last time I felt truly happy was, I don't know, probably been a while. I mean, I'm happy, like, normal, but I do get down. I was, like, really happy when I first moved up to Green Bay because I thought, like, things were going to be awesome for, like, me and the guy I was dating, and I thought we were going to be, like, serious and, like, play house, but it didn't really work out that way, and I'm in my own apartment now. We're still together, but that's like another like relationship issue struggle that I'm going through. So I don't know. Probably. I don't know. It's been a while. um, I think I skipped childhood memory, which is when I was younger. Like me and my dad, we would always go to the Museum of Science, and it was like the best thing in the world. I was like such a little daddy's girl, and then we would get like hot dogs, and I would play like archaeologists and shit. Like they would have like a little thing of sand with like dinosaur bones. We were like getting paintbrushes. Like, yeah, I thought I was gonna be like a dinosaur hunter when I grew up. And then across the street they had a planetarium, and they used to do like light shows too, and that was awesome. Like me and my dad were really close, and now we're like not at all. So I do like cherish those memories I have with him when I was a kid. And this concludes my video. It's really long. I hope it uploads all, and have a good night, guys. Thanks.